This is a Rex begonia. It is not an escargot begonia, which is one of my favorites, but mine unfortunately have all sailed off into the great blue yonder. Escargot begonia, like the snail. A French man took me to get escargot once. I liked the sauce, honestly, more than the snail meat. It could be that I've always had an affinity towards snails. I haven't talked to him in months. Don't.
I didn't say anything.
You were about to.
I was simply going to note that the logarithmic spiral
Blaze.
is a growth efficiency pattern found throughout nature and has nothing to do with anyone French.
Moving on.
I have no feelings about the French man.
He has so many feelings about the French man. The spiral isn't decorative. I mean, it's beautiful, but that is not the reason it's there. It's a logarithmic spiral. It is the same pattern found in galaxies, hurricanes, nautilus shells. The way that the scenes are arranged in a sunflower, the curl of a ram's horn, stack of a pine cone. It shows up consistently across completely different systems because it is the most efficient way to grow outward from a center point without wasting space or energy. Nature keeps finding it again and again, over and over, because it works. And then the pavonina type, which also we don't have with us today. RIP type of thing. It's one of my favorites. And there is no pigment producing the color. It's structural color, like butterfly wings, peacock feathers, or an abalone shell when you hold it up into the light. The cells themselves are arranged in a way that interferes with light waves. It bends them, it reorders them. The color isn't coming from what's inside of the houseplant. It's coming from how it interacts with what's already there. It glows because it's starving for light. The genus Begonia is named after Michael Begon, a French colonial administrator who didn't even discover the plant, so classic. Care advice, depending on the begonia, because begonias have range. High humidity, stability. The margin for error is narrower than you think. Do not let the honeymoon phase make you careless.
If you're a Rex begonia, people assume you're already sorted, already taken, and have everything you need. You present well. There's a version of you that is completely magical, and people feel lucky to be around it. What they don't see is that it requires very specific conditions to maintain. And when those conditions aren't met, not dramatically, just quietly, consistently, slightly off, you decline faster than anyone expected, including you. You don't always notice it happening in real time. It shows up later. You're used to catching it after. The looks-maxing note here is the most botanical one of all. The Begonia pavonina doesn't produce pigment. It manipulates light. It takes what is already available and works with the physics of it to create something that reads as extraordinary. Only fools would call it deception. It is optimization at the structural level. You do not need to produce light if you understand who's looking at you and for how long.